channel. Before we get to that, make sure y'all get to our channel, Hooli TV. Like, subscribe, share, promote. It's free, man. It don't cost y'all a thing, man. It's free 99, man. But yeah,
definitely hit that like button
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely hit that subscribe button, share, and tell your people about it.
But yeah, man. But
So as always, man, Blunt Honesty Podcast, Hooligan Gang,
Bang,
bang, bang,
bang.
man. We back
Yo,
at y'all with
yo.
another one, man. We got a special guest with us today, man. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Who are we working with today?
Hey y'all, my name is Deniece. Y'all may know me as Deniece NoHaterAllowed Blakey, Nigerian Onyx on Instagram. You can reach me probably on Messenger or not at all because I am not ready to pop out yet with my business. However, stay tuned. I will be giving you guys more information about that later.
Well, definitely. We thank you for joining us today. I know it was somewhat impromptu, but you know, we just happened to link just off of some good conversation and discussion on Facebook regarding you know, the topic of relationships and or marriage. So
dum.
you know that it can get deep. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you want to take it. But it just depends on where you want to take it.
But it's blunt honesty, baby. We ain't worried about none of that, man. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's
as long as
all
y'all
good.
remember, though, this is love game, the game of the heartbroken and the heartbreakers. So you just got to verify which one are you and which spectrum are you trying to be on for real.
And before we get into that, though, let's go ahead and tell them, man, like, share, and subscribe, man. Don't be no hoe. Don't be no sucker.
Spam.
You know what I'm saying? Share this thing. Subscribe. Click that, man. Hooli TV, man. We here, man. So how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. But, you know, like me and Seth had talked about, just this is a sensitive topic. This is definitely going to be a topic where I'm going to trying to go in on my little generation for a little bit because I feel like we are not woke up as far as, we are the new adults. We are the ones that we really have to look up to. And because a lot of us has lost our childhood. I'm starting to see that we are growing up and we are having a childhood with our kids. That's not the way we were supposed to be. At the end of the day, we were supposed to be an example, somebody to look up to. And at the end of the day, if you're doing TikToks and over here high-fiving your son after he done got in a fight and he done beat the kid's ass, it's just, where does the parenting comes in at? Why does he have to prove himself constantly to show that he's worthy in these streets? The narrative has to stop.
Man, that's
Black
crazy.
people are
You brought that up right then and there. So it's a video going around right now in the city. I guess a kid was getting picked on, and I guess he had his mama and his sister get on the bus and jump on the boy, and the mama was on the bus with him, like beat his ass, you know what I'm saying?
And see, why would you do that? Why would you ruin your freedom for that? Okay,
crazy. That's a whole felony
case. Prove a point, like, hey, nobody gets to touch on my kids but me. Y'all definitely have to stand up, for yourself and defend yourself, but at what cost? Because now what's about to happen? You done went viral, but for all the wrong reasons. Your livelihood is just shot. Are we thinking about this? Are we thinking about it?
No, I heard in the story though that the kid who got beat up or jumped or whatever, he had slapped the younger son, or had been bullying the younger child, and that's why the sister and the mama came.
The one that got jumped was the one that was doing the bullying. Right.
Yep. So he was a bully. He was bullying their younger brother, younger son, and then the mama and or sister came to the rescue and got on him on the bus.
Wait to get off the bus. God, you couldn't wait to get off them steps.
That's like semantics.
I don't even know how to process that.
It's get off where you mad at.
It's a level of toxicity that I just can't even fathom. I can't even process it because where does the generational curse break? What is going on? I can't.
True fact.
But that goes into though a lot of common sense ain't so common though, especially though too like with that like how you was just saying, get it where you at. It's kind of hard to stop somebody and tell them how to feel when they moving off of emotion. That's not even in confrontational, not even with that. That's in relationships. That's in anyways. That's why therapists is invented and shrinks and all that. So it makes a little bit of sense.
But why are we so high-headed as a generation? Why are we so haughty? Why can we not be told what to do or any type of correction?
Lack of structure. Lack of
structure or lack of control? Who really wants to be in control?
I mean, the question is who should be in control. A lot of kids be that and don't realize that it's a barrier between kid and parent. Like the parent is supposed to be the parent, the kid's supposed to be the kid.
It's supposed to be.
You know
Now,
what I'm saying?
what has society done? What is different in today's age that is different from, in the past? Some differences. What's going on today? Because I can name a lot of them. Number one, the government is over here telling me how to raise my child in my home. I cannot put my hands on my child too many times. I cannot leave no marks on my child. If she ever expresses this to a doctor or a teacher, I got DCS at my door, trying to see if I'm fit enough to take care of my child. So now you have it as I can't even be a mom in my own home. So then again, I ask, whose fault is this really? Whose control is this in, really? And why did we all put it in their control? Are we really that lost to where we need their help for all this?
Nah,
Because they coming in running. They running things and they telling you what to do. They telling you when to take your kids to school. If you don't take them to school, we coming to your house. We trying to figure out what's going on. Your kids get taken. If you trying to do some homeschooling, you got to get some tickets for that, a citation or something. You got to get that legalized, and we're going to come up in here and we're going to see if you got all the tools needed to teach this child the curriculum that we're trying to push on them. Now, regardless of what y'all want to teach them as far as the truth, we still have a set of rules to abide by, or there will be chaos. I just don't see where we're free at anymore.
don't you think that school thing is kind of weird too? Like with that, to piggyback with that though, it's also weird that they have the no kid left behind. It's almost like they care, but
That's
care
not even
to
a slogan no more.
right.
No
When was the
child
last
behind.
time you heard
That's
that?
that's what I was just getting ready to say. Like it's crazy how people feel like
When
that.
was the last time you heard of that?
There's a lot I could explain about the school system, especially with Indiana, that I just found out years ago. It's like I found out, like I was watching something and it was incorporating how every prison bed is, like for every I-step test or something with the school is failed, every prison, that's how a prison bed is formed. All stuff like that. That's like insane. I thought that was just like crazy to me.
But honestly, I think for real, guys, this conversation really needs to hit home about not just parents, but really the black community in general. I feel like we are the major one that is being looked upon, for examples on what to do and what not to do. And if we have all of this power and we are failing to acknowledge it, why do we keep on letting them write the books of our life? When are we really going to start living, my black people, and start making another Black Wall Street or something? I really want to know when we're going to do something great again. The people need something, breathe some life back into us. But what? What? Because our attention span is like this, okay? It don't never go longer than 8 seconds. We always got to remember that you got to have some fancy colors or something for me to look at. I got to hear a fancy beat or something to bop my head to. Like, black people's attention span is like this.
And
How are we supposed to help each other when we can't help ourselves?
And what else we paying attention to? It'd be stuff that
We paying attention to each other. We feeding off of each other. We competing with each other. We don't see nobody else as competition. A white girl can come in here with her braids just like mine. And y'all gonna look at her like, oh, you controversial. She wearing it best. You get what I'm saying? Because we really looking up to each other. We feeding off of each other. This is a mirroring effect. We don't look at nobody else as no competition. But at the end of the day, we also... That's going to be our detriment, because look at what we do when we see we are competition. The robberies, the killings, the one-upping each other.
we doing it to each other too, though. That's what's sad.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm kind of just playing it cool because where I would take it, Andrew already know where I'm going to take all of this, but so I'm gonna chill on that. But I would say, as far as we doing it to each other, every people of any population will commit crimes against each other because that's just the proximity. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'll give us grace on that.
I mean, but it's us that gets the cloud over our problems that happens in our community. That happens just like prime example, like them damn HIV commercials, man. Right? Them HIV commercials, man. You don't see you don't see too many of Caucasians on that commercial. It's usually they try to focus on the black people, or with the cigarette commercials.
Or I mean, have you seen to speak to that? Have you seen that not only is it a black person, but it's also a black male?
That's crazy too, yeah.
But again, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's elementary at this point. Media training 101, everything that you're going to see for a black person, most likely in American media, is going to be derogatory. Or is going to bolster a black stereotype. So, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Don't be surprised when you see, a black, you know what I'm saying, every HIV ad you're going to see is going to have a gay black man and probably a gay Latino man as well.
That's
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying.
As the most represented. There might be a white person sprinkled in that mug. You know what I'm saying? But
You know what I'm saying?
so when you turn on the news,
but
and
it's
you
really
see-
not a universal message. We know exactly who they're trying to hit home to, who has the highest spike in, these diseases, and we know exactly what they're doing as far as our communities and how they even set it up, how the liquor store is on every corner, a McDonald's is on every other corner. You get what I'm saying? We don't have the same neighborhood as white people. So then again, I have to go back to how we are raising our children. Look at what we're constantly consuming, what's constantly in our environment. What do you become at the end of the day? A product of it. A product of my environment. We've already heard this before, I'm pretty sure, but that's where I came in again, where's the generational curse going to break? And who's going to do it? Because right now they're targeting the babies. We see that they are targeting the babies. I mean, Lord have mercy. My heart weeps for so many babies that's on this internet. I'm tired of crying for strangers over the internet. I am. And it's mostly babies. The last rapper that just got gunned down at the car wash with his baby. Just, why the babies?
Yeah, man, we was always told
Lil
anyway. The
Ronnie.
OGs, Lil Ronnie G Money. OGs was always saying they left the women or the kids out unless the women had something to do with it. But that's another topic. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was told. Like,
you can't really ain't cutting no passes for real.
Yeah, but I'm just being like it's set up chicks. It's people that do stuff like that. I mean, if you I ain't saying what they doing was right, but as a kid, like as a youth, how can you be like, oh, this is wrong? All I could do is just listen and be like, oh, okay, this is what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? But like,
see, I can't even
kids,
give
man.
away the code on that because I got a couple homegirls that are definitely on that type of time. I've seen them and I've seen what they are capable of. I've also heard their testimonies of why they even hate men. Very vengeful and very they just
sad.
You guys don't know how to. When no means no, that's exactly what it is. Okay. Now, when you make a core memory out of a woman and then you really scorn her for life. I apologize, and I do weep for any innocent man that has to, cross her path because y'all just don't know her sweet face is walking karma. And I'm going to get you back, even though you're not the one who did it. And I just hate that y'all gave women this blueprint because now y'all hate us so much. We have men going gay. We have men not wanting black women. We have men just in general wanting to kill us because we said no to this is mine. This mine.
Dang, I ain't think it would be like that's crazy. But picture a nigga being like, "Well, I'm gonna kill you if you don't give me the pussy." That shit is funny to me, blood. I ain't gonna lie. Like, picture me doing some shit. Like, I could never. I'll go to a nun. If that was the case, I'm not gonna get mad and be like, "Oh, you gotta die, bitch." Nah, man.
Right. You would
Another
think
one.
that you guys would
Come
be,
on.
smarter than that and have a little bit more self-control to calm yourself down in the face of a woman rejecting you. But no. And that's why I said it's easy to laugh about it now, but it wasn't so easy a couple of months ago when Shanty Dixon, passed away. That was a friend of mine, okay? She was my stripper friend. She was coming home from work. She did get shot in the face, all because she told this man, no, I will not do any sexual favors for you. He still shot her in
Is
the
that the
face.
Uber driver case?
That's the Uber driver case. It has so many women afraid to even get in the cars with y'all now. We are requesting women drivers. They have that on the app for us women now.
That's sad, man. It's a lot of hoe ass niggas.
Although I do think that there is, man on woman violence or domestic violence, but I also think there's been a media design to create chaos in the black community or make us look bad or put us in a bad light. There's also a design to put man against woman and make women fear man and man hate women. You know what I'm saying? It's in the media, and you can see it every day, or whether online, social, you know what I'm saying, in debates or, you know what I'm saying, whatever you see.
Why are we fearing each other, though, when we supposed to be raising up some children together,
Yeah,
especially if we do
together.
have that type of line of communication to where you're not going to be able to get rid of me. I'm not going nowhere. Especially for the last, the next little 18 years, we got this together. You're going to have to be in communication with me. If you don't want to do it by choice, you definitely going to do it by force. My child's father's already. No. I done gave you your chance. My daughter is 11, okay? I waited 7 years before I tried to reenact the child support, okay? Because I feel like black women need to give that black man a chance. Don't be trying to ruin this man and take him through the courthouse just because you feel as if, I'm about to be raising my child alone. You automatically get into this victim mentality to where you ain't even thinking straight to begin with. How you even gonna function without this man and take care of this baby? What if he died? What if he went to jail? What if it was something else besides him just leaving you for another woman? Yes, he's crazy as hell for leaving you to take care of another man and kids. You know what I'm saying? And he got his own kids right here. But at the end of the day, we have free will. So then again, are we really going to be blaming each other for falling short on taking care of these babies? Who does it really fall on? Because y'all not about to keep on blaming me. Yes, I'm mama. And yes, I take care of them. But where is my help? And if I'm over here screaming to y'all, I don't got it. I don't got it. Somebody help me. Don't come to me and talk about you got to stay strong. I'm telling you, I don't got it, damn it. Okay, so then y'all sit here and y'all get mad at these women, and they babies getting taken or anything happened to the baby. I try to sympathize with the woman. I do give her grace. Because if she tried to yell it out to y'all and it went on deaf ears, who's really the insensitive one here? Y'all cannot call that woman insensitive for trying to do the best she could with her babies. Who else gonna take care and love my babies more than me? So yes, I'm not gonna give them away that easily.
The daddy.
The daddy.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel you to that though, but shout out to the men out there that is doing their thing, man. To the fathers on that, man. Yeah. Cause we ain't gonna do that though. I respect you on that, but we ain't gonna do that though.
We do. But understand, also in that same breath, there's very few and far in between.
Because the same way how you just said, what is the mama gonna do if something happened like that? Like I had a talk like that. If God forbid though, God forbid, if something happened to my son mama right now, I'd feel bad. A little, yeah, but I got this from here. I know on my end, I'm going to take over from that. I feel like my son should live with me anyway, on camera. I say this right now, I got this here.
You say this so freely, though. You say this so freely to me.
So open.
It's making me feel like, why don't y'all say this to each other? Why don't men have these real life conversations
because they don't want to listen?
Other? Especially if you see your homeboy over here slacking, acting like he ain't just make a baby 3 months ago with this girl. And yes, you over here still, hipping and hopping and y'all not together. This still your homeboy. You're not going to correct him?
I would say that in reality, these type of conversations are had, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you can't never just make somebody do anything.
Exactly.
And then also,
my point.
Speaking is one thing, but actually doing it is a whole nother thing, And the reality is it gets slowed down with the woo. But we've had this same conversation all the time. He already know my opinion on the whole subject. So
yeah, for sure.
It's not like, men just don't hold each other accountable,
Gangster.
Okay, so y'all have this little silent fraternity going
Brotherhood, man.
Okay.
We like this, man.
Okay.
We like that.
Well, just
You know
like
what I'm
you
saying?
men have that, us women have that as well.
Copy.
But y'all cannot get mad at how we do things whenever you are slacking. Because I asked my man to help me out and do this, okay? Now, you don't want to help me, that's fine. You over here ignoring me, that's fine. Don't be mad if I got a little Rodney over here that's been pressing me for about 3 weeks now, and I find it, come on over, yeah, you could take me and the kids out.
They say, bro, I don't care what you do with my baby mama, man. Just don't put your hands on it in front
but
of them.
But y'all care. Y'all
know
keep
that? No,
saying,
we
I
don't.
care about what happened
No,
to
because
baby
my son is good on my son.
her business.
No, listen. Okay, see, I can't speak for everybody else. I'm only going off of my experience. You know
What's
what I'm
your
saying?
experience? Because I need to
man,
know. Because you just seem like you're just too unproblematic. It just seems too good to be true.
Man, I'm a Capricorn, man. I'm nonchalant with
What's
shit,
the
man.
catch?
I done been
What's
through a
the
lot.
catch with
Don't waste energy on wasted energy, beloved.
I can read energy. I can tell when you're skeptical
You know what I'm saying?
and when
Like,
your skepticism is
no,
coming up.
is it
I'm
skepticism
asking
or is
you-
it being aware? I'm aware of the BS that I laid down and created, and now within 18 years, I know what I got to deal with, not just with my son, not just with him, but with her as well. And he's my only child. She got 2 more. He just the oldest, so it's a little conflict because like your problems ain't my problems. Like on my end,
But see, I'm
I'ma
picking
take-
up on y'all situation, and this is where my gifts come in. Y'all remember when I told y'all that in the beginning of it? Okay, well, I am an empath, okay? And I am picking up on some deeper issues within your family unit, for sure, especially with the men in your generation.
the men in my
Your
generation.
bloodline, yes. And you are definitely a head honcho that's supposed to be correcting it. However, the way you go about it with this self-righteous attitude, I think this is where your son is going to have to come in at, and you're going to have to soften that up for him to understand and to follow in your footsteps and to really want to. Okay, this is just going to be practice, not just for him, but for your friends as well. You are a leader. You are supposed to be in leadership.
Facts.
You are, and I wish we had more black men like this, though.
Can I tag in right after that?
Yes.
Can I tag?